We have already done Rahu in 12 houses. Now, this is the version 2 of the same. After reading your comments and after all the research done, I thought, why not update what Rahu does in 12 houses in a different manner? Now, while Rahu is the planet of illusion and whatnot, people say all the rubbish things about Rahu, but you have to understand that is in this Kali Yuga, it is the planet that gives us extreme material success. If there is anyone who can give you material success, that is not Jupiter or not any other planet like Moon. Only Rahu is the one that can give you material success. In the earlier parts, in the earlier times, you know, planet like Jupiter, planet like Moon, planet like Mercury, Venus. Venus is still relevant at this point of time, but otherwise, these were the planets considered very, very favorable and benefic. But my suggestion and my feeling is that I've spoken to nearly thousands of you, and when it comes to Jupiter Mahadasha, Jupiter placement, everyone is in very, very difficult situation. But when it comes to Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu placements, yes, Rahu will give you immense success and sometimes even unexpected wealth. That's the basis of this video. So we will start with effects of Rahu in 12 houses, version 2 for you. And that's what I'm going to do for all the planets. So those who have not subscribed, what do you need to do? Subscribe. Now here, we talk about the first house. We see that it is self and it is our attitude and whatnot. But Rahu in this first house, according to your comments, according to your research, and according to all the things that we have spoken, is that it creates that extraordinary hunger to become someone extremely unforgettable. That means you have not come here just for 9 to 5 job, or we can say some mundane life. You have come here to make a difference for your destiny, for your existence. Here, this kind of people who have Rahu in the first house, their personality, as we discussed in the last video, it is about self-discovery and all. No, this is more than self-discovery. It The personality here actually refuses to remain an ordinary person. You are in constantly seeking reinvention for your personality. That means every moment of we can say every moment of or every place where you may feel vulnerable, you are going to we can say act in a very fiery manner. Example, when you're standing in that airport line and you couldn't afford that business class ticket and you're in the economy zone, your whole heart, mind, body, everything is like shattered. That is the kind of feeling that happens when Rahu is in the first house, and it is constantly wanting to become someone important. If you do not get the front seat, if you do not get something which is valuable, you may feel that there is some problem, and that frustration is also going to lead you to take every action possible to become successful. When you see here, recognition or fame generally becomes a very important part. From your comments and from all the details that I've been discussing with everyone, I generally make small groups, and then in the astrology and research group, that is, the link is below, you can join there as well. There also I talk to so many people, we have so much research going on, and every one of you who have given their important what do you say feedback related to this Rahu. That's why I told, let me make a version 2 video, because we need to go more deeper into it. There is a version 1 video also if you go on the channel, planets in different houses. But this is advanced research. You will see that this kind of a Rahu generally influences and influences you, your own personality, to be recognizable, to be absolutely an individual person who is different from other people. Like when you go into 10, when you go into a group of 10 people, you may not feel that you belong like normal people. You may want to lead there. You may want to go and make certain statements, certain or capture certain environments where you feel as a leader, where you feel that people should look up to you. In fact, when I spoke to people, and I've seen their personality, they say that this placement amplifies that self awareness, that what you are capable of, like making your life that continuous journey of achievement and self discovery. That means you may you may reach a place, you may reach, example, you may reach that business class, but you may want to now think, oh, what's in first class? I want to go more and more and more and more and more. So because the first house is your personality in a larger level, you continuously, we can say, you continuously keep surrendering to your personality, and you want more and more and more, and that desire does not end. And if by chance you get Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha, then it is more aggressive, it is more, what do you say, demanding. That's why when people who have this kind of Rahu placement and other planets in your birth chart are not supporting that growth that you're really supposed to see in this lifetime, this is where the point comes that people get into depression or anxiety. Self projection here to the outside world matters more. You may be very plastic out there, you may be just pretending to be someone, but that's what Rahu did. If you remember, Rahu pretended to be a god in front of all the other gods to have the Amrita. Same way, here Rahu makes you pretend like you are someone different. So, which means that with Rahu in the first house, it may never ever want to reveal the true identity of a person. And you may not want to not want to reveal your true identity. That's why you will see these people with Rahu in the first house, or if you have Rahu in the first house, you may start experiment with your identity. You may want to hide your identity. You may want to change your identity for different places. You may also want to see that when it comes to appearances. I have a very nice chart case study of a Rahu in the first house of a girl who is very pretty. She works in the adult industry, but she is very devoted towards spirituality. It doesn't mean that those people cannot, like, first of all, they are not those people, and otherwise they are very devoted to spirituality. She had done, like, I think 20,000 surgeries on her body everywhere to look like someone, to pretend to be like someone. It is also the place which talks about that you will keep changing or keep experimenting with your career. You may not be what you are doing, you may do something just because you get comfort out of it. Comfort meaning you get money out of it. That's why you will do some career. You will also see here that this is a place where lifestyle is a much more important element to your life than your self realization or life. How do I put it? Life at a mundane level is not good here. You want life king size. You will try to always become. So when you achieve something, that's very great. Then you will go to the next level. That no, I've done this. Now what's next? How do I achieve this more? So that hunger does not end. Because Rahu can be in dignity. See, it's in your chart. What if it is Taurus, example? Rahu is exalted. That means Rahu is in very great dignity. What if it is Scorpio? Rahu is debilitated. So depending on the evolution of Rahu and the dignity of Rahu, that how powerful it is placed in that zodiac, in which nakshatra. That's what exactly I do. I try to find that out for you. In that case, we understand that if this Rahu is too evolved, are you supposed to be becoming that charismatic leader, or are you going to be becoming that charismatic, or we can say manipulative con man? Because we can cheat others, but we cannot cheat ourselves. We know inside who we are, how we are, what is the capability, how capable are we. When it comes to all the people who have great dignity Rahu here, they become that innovators. They become someone who are great entrepreneurs, trendsetters, who can inspire millions. But also, if it is not in great dignity, it can also make you the most evil person who can actually really create a very worst environment for their own personality. They may commit such big sins or crimes which may make them famous, not for the right reason. You can see when Rahu gets imbalanced here, it can lead to identity confusion. Who am I? What am I supposed to do? Why am I here? That is the exactly confusion that happens. Also, with this kind of a placement, first house is your ego. It can give you that expansion for the ego. Seeking, that you're always trying to look for approval from other people. And on top of that, you may also never, ever feel complete. You may feel something is missing. And with low dignity of Rahu here, we need to work very individually on this Rahu. Because if you see all these other planets which we talk about in the books and all now, I think it is all garbage, because that was there for an era. Tell me who are in Jupiter Mahadasha, who have Jupiter in exaltation, who have great dignity of such planets. All the good planets are exalted. And tell me what kind of results are you getting? And see people with Rahu in different places. When Rahu Mahadasha comes, it amplifies your material success. Yeah, when it comes to benefits, they are very good for spiritual achievement. But when it comes to malefics, they are very good for material achievements. Now here, this is the dharma trick. This is the first house of dharma. It is the first 1, 5, and 9, the trikona. It is the first house of dharma. And in this situation, if Rahu comes here, then now it depends on the dignity and the and the kind of relationship that Rahu is making with your chart, so that it can give you, what do you say? Give you the right ability to do dharma or to adapt adharma. Because any house that is related to the element of dharma also means that when planets go in bad dignity, it can take you towards adharma. If you see all the topics I have written, that this is related to personality, identity, physical appearance, confidence. These are the areas that Rahu rules here. Here, Rahu is an obsession with growth of presence over now social media, because Rahu is connected to all the digital illusion that we are living in. It is also considered to be ambition without limits. I spoke to someone who has Rahu in the first house. They say, I have an ambition of becoming the first billionaire in my family. I said, how much money do you have now? He said, I don't have anything now. But the desire is so big. People with Rahu in the first house want to break all kind of norms. They want to get into standing out, self-discovery. Self-discovery. If this Rahu really has a power, and if your Rahu has the power of self-discovery, then at this point of time, you can get into relentless self-improvement. Try to channelize this Rahu in the right way so you can make the best out of it. And on top of that, you will have the courage to pioneer, become someone from zero to hero. Rahu says that it is the planet, like in the Rahu Navgraha Sotram, it says that Rahu is the planet who is a hero, and that hero is the one who actually swallows the sun and the moon. That means with Rahu in the first house, it is very easy or very okay to say that you are not afraid of anyone in this world. What is holding you back can be some subconscious fear that this Rahu has. But otherwise, Rahu is a hero. Your personality is to swallow sun and moon. That means anyone comes in light, anyone comes in darkness, you don't care, you swallow them. You are a hero. It is considered to be the approaching, what is a soldier of the God's army. It means it's always ready to attack. But where is the attacking power? That comes with your own personal Rahu in the first house. Okay, all the very best. I thought that this, because it is detailed video, I'm going to do a little longer so that you guys can understand the true sense of this Rahu. understand the environment where it is, and then take action. All the very best. Do comment below. Let me know if you have this Rahu, and I want more insights, because then I will, when I make the version 3 video, then it will be much more evolved, much more powerful, much more eye-opening. Obviously, we are all evolving by knowing things, right? No one comes from like God only gives everything. Yeah, God gives brain, but He says use it. So we are using it to learn more and more and more. That's why I want a lot of research points down here. Rather than you saying Rahu in the first house, no, experience what your Rahu has made you done. What is your desire and your personality like? Write that below with Rahu in your first house. That will give research points. Okay? All the very best. Do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments as well if you want to see your birth chart with me. Other than that, you can even share your feedback on acastrochannel@gmail.com. In case those who are not comfortable to share all this online, please go ahead. I'll be very happy to read your emails. All the very best. Thank you. And Rahu goes to the second house. So we already did this video, right? Where we did Rahu in different houses, but that was basic, depending on how I felt it. But after a lot of research, after a lot of comments and lot of understanding, and even talking one-on-one with people, this is something that I've come now to give you more and more insights related to Rahu in the second house. Now, while second house is the house of speech and wealth, accumulated wealth. So remember, in the birth chart, the real house of wealth is the 11th house. This is the house of accumulated wealth. What is in your bank account? How much money do you have? Is seen from the second house. With Rahu here, obviously, Rahu is an extremely extrovert planet. While other planets, the benefic planets like Moon and Jupiter, may be very good in a different kind of a time zone, a different kind of a time. But at this point of time, the most powerful planet who will give us everything is Rahu. With second house Rahu, the obsession of wealth also becomes extremely massive. I have seen, and I was speaking to one of my very good clients who has Rahu in the second house. He says that like the kind of money that he has is crazy good, but the kind of desire to have more and more and more is never ending. We all think, right, that if I get this kind of money, then I'm all settled, then I will not work and I will just relax and I'll go and live somewhere. But that's very not true. When it comes to Rahu in the second house, it is it is that mag- it is that desire for wealth that is magnified, and on top of that, with this placement, unless and until there will be a great financial security for you, you will not rest. Like, I mean to say that if finances are not that great for you, if finances have some kind of, we can say some kind of uncertainty, then you're not going to be at peace. Like, these kind of people are not very hopeful. They want everything right now, like now, 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 now. With second house Rahu, because it is the house of your fixed assets, it also brings lot of luxurious living. You may not be able to adjust at a very normal and mediocre level. You want the best of everything. You may not be able to afford an iPhone 17 Pro Max at this time of video. That was the latest release. You may still want it, and you may, by any means possible, you may even, we can say, try and get it at any cost. That okay, no, I want it. You may take debt for it, but you may get it. Here, it is also a, the house of your values, the values that you receive from your family, your self-worth. And this is where Rahu wants to create a very different self-worth than anyone that you know. See, in the Vedic system, Rahu, what it did, Swarnabhanu, he actually disguised himself as someone to take the nectar of immortality. And this is the place where you may mask yourself or mask your speech to convince other people for money. Now, the dignity can be good and bad depending. on how your Rahu is placed here. But generally, with second house Rahu, money is rarely just money. It is a symbol of success. You may be the one who may want to even show that you have money, you are luxurious. You you also, this is another problem with Rahu in the second house, that you may always measure your success with money. Personal achievement is there, but once monetary wise you are sorted, then you say, oh, I made this much money in this year and this whatnot. This is also the placement from where you are constantly in search of new income sources. You may not settle for one because this is an extravagant place for Rahu. It wants to get into every area of life from where it can draw money. And it does not mean, see, in Parashara Hora Shastra, Parashara, Rishi Parashara, he writes that Rahu is intelligent. Rahu is airy and windy. Rahu is extremely powerful. He's a hero. Says that he's the one who swallows the sun and the moon. He's a hero of his clan. So here, that is exactly what you are trying to be. You're trying to become a hero of your family. You want to do something where not even 1% of your family would have achieved something that you want to achieve. You will see that while you're looking for new income sources, you may also use your present money to make it grow. And that's why with second house Rahu, risk taking becomes much more prominent and powerful. You are a person who will take risk without any hesitation, that okay, let me just do it, we'll see what happens. Because of Rahu and the power of his manipulation, your speech now can become extremely powerful and influential. So this means that you will have the power to your speak tweak your speaking abilities, or we can say tweak your uh, tweak your communication in such a way where it seems to be more convincing. That's why sometimes your speech can be either capable of attracting a lot of opportunities, even on the negative side, your speech can even create some controversies. If Rahu is very balanced here, then it is extravagant placement for wealth and family prosperity. If Rahu is in the second house, generally I have one guy, and he, because he's a avid follower, he will be watching, and I'm talking about you. You will understand. He went from India. He's from India to what you call US on very bad, in very bad condition. The whole family was in debt, and now today he has made his family so proud, and he's now in such a wealthy state. In less than 11 years, he's now ruling like absolutely millions, coming from a small farmland. Because this kind of person wants to make family, they come here to actually provide their family with all the luxury and the comforts that they really deserve. 99% of charts, Rahu in the second house is uncontrolled. And with uncontrolled Rahu, unbalanced Rahu, because it's somewhere it will make some malefic. And it is also a house of, we can say, it is also a Marakasthana, exactly opposite to the eighth house. So some 99% Rahu is very uncontrolled here. That's why no amount of money, no amount of recognition feels sufficient to people with this placement. You want more and more and more and more and more and extreme more. You will also see you may want to be creating an Acha, if this Rahu is afflicted by Saturn or anyone here, then there is another case study that I did, that this person's accumulate and never spend. So you may accumulate thousands, but you may never spend. You will say, why do I spend? Let it be accumulated here only. So I'm saying that depending on the placement of this Rahu and the kind of dignity that it is in, where we will be able to see how your Rahu is acting. One of a person, one of my uncle, my real uncle has Rahu in the second house with Jupiter. He has made like a lot of money in his life, but everything is in fixed deposits. The deposits have interest coming in. That interest also, there is so much of interest that he uses some, and the rest also goes into fixed deposit. So generally the question here is that, so why are you accumulating wealth if you don't want to use it? He's not using, he's not interested to use. He's like saving every penny for what? For dying, for so that people other can enjoy. So this is what happens when Rahu, obsession about money, obsession about feeling that I have money, I'm safe. You will also see here that many people who create their very big business empire, many people who create luxury brand collections, those who have all this kind of LV and Rolexes and whatnot, have Rahu in the second house, because the superficial way of understanding that this makes me feel rich is very much present with Rahu in the second house. But because Rahu is extremely intelligent, people with second house Rahu know how to use the money and how money works for you rather than you working for the money. So this is what came out. If you really want to make it through with this Rahu in the second house, obviously other combinations are required to be seen, but with this, generally the best way is to completely go extrovert. You have to have a mask of Rahu is all mask. You have to have a mask of a different personality for different places. The moment you will start, adjusting at different places at different personalities, you will start making a lot of money. The more predictable you are, the more losses you are making. The more unpredictable you are, the more profit you're going to make. That's the one liner for Rahu in the second house of your D1, D10, doesn't matter wherever it is. It is any divisional chart you can check. Okay. There is a WhatsApp link in the description where we have lot of research going on astrology. Every day we are doing research, so you can join that. And those who want to join the classes that I do, they're also here, basic classes. Every Sunday I post a video for members, so you can do that also. And do comment below and let me know more and more about Rahu in the second house. You may not agree with a lot of things because everyone's chart is different, but you may have new pointers. I want to know this so that when I'm making the version 3, it is much more powerful and researched then. Okay, all the rest. Thank you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and do subscribe. Bye bye. Now, with third house, I always call the third house the battleground of your life. It is the house which shows that if you are really having courage to take action, or you're a coward. You just talk big things, but you're never able to do anything. But with Rahu, obviously, this is the place where Rahu becomes an entrepreneur of your chart. It is the one that will not let you fall down. It will not let you bow down. This Rahu gives an unstoppable, we can say, unimaginable drive of communication. Also, it gives you such manipulative communication. Remember this. Rahu has manipulated the whole Swarga. You know what he did? He just took a form of a god. He took the nectar. His work is done. So just imagine the power of Rahu here. With Rahu in so much in the house of manipulation, in the house of communication, in the house of courage, may falsely also show courage. Like, not in reality, but falsely also show courage, which can actually create, what you say, it can, without even doing a fight, because of your courage and your presentation, you may automatically have won a war. So here in the third house, it shows that the ability to learn, the ability to mimic, the ability to think way forward, socially think way forward, that 10 people are thinking and you are already there, you have already thought and you are executing now, is the Rahu in the third house. That is why people with great sportsmen who have to think before the movement of a delivery. Like for example, let's take Virat Kohli, a very big, very famous Indian cricketer. He has third house Rahu. Before even the bowler is, as soon as the bowler starts running towards him, his strategy is ready and he knows where and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do and what is he going to do. So you have that boon of depth of understanding other people's psychology as well, because this house is not a very simple house. This house is eighth from the eighth. That means this is more deeper. The whole motive of Rahu in the third house is to market yourself, compete, and outperform others. Without victory, Rahu will not, this aggression will not end. I have both my daughters, Rahu, are in the third house. Both of them. One was born in 2017, one was born in 2022, 2024, sorry. Both have Rahu in the third house, and I have seen with the elder one. The younger one is 2 year old, so she there is no. But the younger one, I've seen the strategy building of these people. They know what is the answer, and they come with all the solutions. So you cannot say no to them. You will see that whenever these people with Rahu in the third house are put into a challenging situation, at first they will be very uncomfortable, because obviously who likes challenges, but because that challenging situations builds that extraordinary courage, they are going to go to any extent to win, any extent to win. And the nature of the third house is also repeating things. When Rahu comes here, repeated action, you may repeat so many things in your life that you will become a master of that thing, which also means that you may not be able to complete or pass your education at the first go. Example, you may not be able to communicate with someone at the first go, but with repeated pattern, you may become so powerful that no one will be able to, even if you're slow and other people are very, very fast, you may go 10 steps ahead of them, even if you're slow. That's how powerful this Rahu is. Because of Rahu's extreme, Rahu is very courageous. Parashara writes, he's intelligent. He is courageous. He resides in the forest. Resides in the forest does not mean that he is residing in your forest around you. He says he resides in airy temperature, airy places where there is a lot of air. So you are the kind of people who may reside in places where there is lot of, where there is lot of virality supposed to happen. Like your one work could go to multiple places. It can flow like entrepreneurs. Basically, the people who are in tech, you do one software, everyone has downloaded that software. That kind of stuff. Working in areas related to media personalities, writers, marketers, influencers, sale professionals. And the best part about this placement is innovation. You are going to be not a copycat, you're going to be an innovator of real data, real, what do you call, real IP, intellectual property. And it is not very impossible. If you are getting into Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha in this time, your ideas or your innovation, your intelligence may also shape the public around you. That means you may be a person who can change a community. You can change mindset of people. You can inspire so many people that they will want to be you. This is the placement where you do not need to be taught. Remember this very importantly. I have my two daughters, forget about them, but I have so many people, because obviously when you have same placement, when you know that my family, my daughter has the same placement, my this has the same, my wife has this whatever placement, then when you meet such people who have this placement, you become much more attentive and try to ask them multiple questions so that you can get more research out of it. And I have researched People with Rahu in the third house do not need to be taught anything. First of all, they are self-taught. Secondly, I don't know how, but they would just look at it once and they would know everything. The memory power becomes so amazing that it is unbelievable to to actually digest that. How powerful can you be? How can you know so much? While third house is eighth from the eighth, so eighth house is visible fear. Eighth house means visible fear, that okay, this is visible, you can see that this person is scared to go into dark place. The third house is hidden fear. Something is there, but you're not able to like, you say, oh, there's a presentation, oh yes, yes, let's go to the presentation. Inside you are very anxious. That's why there's kind of a Rahu. When it comes to the third house, you will see that fear that you have inside, gradually it actually changes and transforms into lot of confidence through experiences and failures. Remember this, Rahu in the third house will make you fail a lot of times, and that is the nature of this Rahu, because it wants to become the best. It does not want to settle for less. It wants to become the best, the best, the best. That's why it'll make you fail once, twice, thrice, but then finally you achieve it. And Rahu, and that you know what you say, achievement of Rahu, that achievement, extrovert achievement, is what Rahu really thrives on, because it does not want its outside communication to happen that it is a mediocre way of this person who has won. It wants to be extravagant. Now, if Rahu is very it's an Upchaya house, so with age it becomes very good. But if Rahu is really, really very, very imbalanced here, you may actually become aggressive, very restless, and that's why sometimes you need to control this Rahu as much as possible. If you're very, very restless, if you're very argumentative, like argument in everything, everything, you're not a good listener. Third house is ears, listening, listening. To read any big books, people say listen, listen more, speak less, listen more, speak less. But if Rahu is very bad, you're addicted to that constant stimulation, then this Rahu needs to be repaired. Otherwise, there's one great client of mine, he said that he ruined, like generally, this is what happens with Rahu in the third house. You are so future ready that someone asks you a question, halfway you know the answer, but you have not listened to the whole question. It was not what they were asking. There is an illusion in your mind that you know everything. This is a place where this Rahu tells you to be much more patient, much more submissive, much more, uh, we can say, much more relaxed. For that, your Rahu in your birth chart will give us more ideas and more indication that okay, where the problem is, what, how do we solve it, what is the way to go about it, and what, and so on and on and on. So for that, your chart is required. But overall, Rahu in the third house means that you have the ability to overcome every obstacle, even by wearing a mask. Sometimes you may, I told you, you may be very fearful inside, but outside you will look like your aura is like unbelievable. So that's the nature of Rahu in the third house. Okay. There are other things, courage, communication, entrepreneurship. These are all the things related to the third house. And in these areas, Rahu can help you the best. Do comment below. Let me know if your Rahu is in the third house. There is also a WhatsApp group that we have where we do a lot of research. It's a community group. So if you are interested in any kind of understanding of planets and this, that, whatnot, so you can go there, watch and enjoy and whatnot. But please think through and give me more data about your Rahu in the third house. So what have you faced when it is Rahu mahadasha Antardasha? So what is stopping you? What is the fear that you have? What is the confidence that is confidence for you but overconfidence for the world? We need to know all this because astrology is about evolution. We want to evolve from darkness to light, and for that we will use every possible way available to overcome. Okay? All the best. I'll see you in the next video, and do subscribe because if you have third house Rahu, my daughters have, so you have to subscribe. Thank you. All the best. Bye bye. Now, when we will discuss Rahu in the fourth house in this version 2 video, because see, already we have done version 1 video. If you have not seen, it's on the channel. You can go and watch that as well. This is more in depth. We are trying to understand and add more pointers that I have received from everyone while doing this video, while doing this, what do you say, research. Now, see the fourth house in any birth chart, like anywhere. It is, we call it the house of home, your mother, real estate, hospitality, education, domestic comfort. Education does not mean education, it means loss of education, because fifth house is education, and this shows that if you are doing education or not, if there is going to be loss of education or no, if there is delay in education or no, everything is seen from this house. Here it is also simultaneously, the house that is related to emotional intelligence, psychological healing, and mana, heart, desires, and moksha. Very important chart of moksha. This also tells that if you are going to get any lifestyle upgrades in your life or no, like good car, good house, good everything that is supposed to be required by life. Now here, this Rahu in the fourth house will always create a fear in your heart, fear of uncertainty, always fear about the future, always fearing about that someone is watching me, someone is actually doing something on me, someone has done something wrong on me, someone is putting an evil eye on me, and every kind of disturbance that can happen to your mind. And why? The fourth house is the house that is actually, if you see here, there are two planets who get Digabala, and that means it is Venus and Moon. And see the nature of both the graha, they are Shubha, benefic. When Rahu comes here, it actually plays with that mind and the water element of your body. Whatever zodiac it is doesn't matter, but the significance of the house does not change. So it plays with the water body. So that's why you emotionally, it is the planet that comes and tries to haunt you by making you feel, because of an illusion factor, that someone else is trying to do something wrong to me, someone else has done something wrong to me, I am in this trouble, I am in that trouble. uh, Everywhere, emotional security and fear are connected. But on the other hand, if this Rahu is even in 1% great dignity, this is the time that your comfort level is going to be extravagant. You are not going to be thinking of very small things in life. You're going to be thinking something very extravagant, very powerful, very dominating. Like you want to, in your whole family, you want to prove something, that I am someone who actually achieved this. And it is because of my own effort. You know, the the nature of belonging, but with a value in a family system, is Rahu in the fourth house. You will not want to share any small achievements with the family. You will want to always see that no, unless and until my achievements are going to be this big, I'm not going to celebrate. That's the inner thing that you have. Obsession and Rahu are two same words. There's no difference. Obsession and Rahu are same words, and that is where it it desire of this. See, what are the desires of the fourth house? Desire of the fourth house is getting a very big, massive house, and that's what here Rahu does. You will believe that the true happiness actually lies when I'm very rich, when I have a very big house. And you would want to even upgrade, like lifestyle upgrades in the house so much that you may become broke, but other people will come and say, wow, what a house, what deck, what nice showpieces you have. You may not have $10 in your bank account, but you may want to present to the world that you are in king size, you live a king size life. Same way, either it is related to luxury vehicles, either it is to luxury lifestyle, or either it is you get being born in a very rural place or very very low profile place, and finally or later in your life going towards a place in a foreign place, and and becoming extravagant, extra, we can say immensely successful, and showing to the world out there that listen, where I am, where I came from, and where I am right now. it may, don't take it in the wrong way, but I'll be very honest with you. Whatever it is true and it is in front of you. When Rahu comes to the fourth house, externally everything may look very, very good. That, oh wow, this person has a car, this person has such good house, but internally everything is so empty. The family relationships, the bondings between loved ones, everything is like so empty. You're going to feel that I have so much to offer, but I don't have anyone I can offer. And that kind of situation, because it is mana, it is a house of mana, it puts you into depression. Now, with this kind of a placement, if you have this kind of a placement, it is remarkable for working in fields like real estate, like hospitality, anything to do with homeland affairs, something to do with more of import and export people, some people who are supposed to, go and work abroad, make a home abroad, buy a property abroad. This Rahu in the fourth house will trigger during its mahadasha antardasha some foreign travel. It will make you uncomfortable for a time, to put you into a different place and say that the other place is more comfortable than my place. And then you adapt. Even if you don't adapt to the culture, forcefully you will have to adapt to the culture. You will want to go back every day to your home place. But the point is, now that lifestyle, that Rahu has given you an upgrade of lifestyle, that you feel that no, this is the lifestyle that I will be able to adjust now, not my earlier lifestyle. And that's where you get into a golden cage. You are in a trap only. You may feel, wow, I'm here, clean air, green road, but you may miss that environment that you had at the unrestricted, your own, what can say, your own childhood environment is missing. Now, those who have Rahu in very, very great dignity here, in many cases, you will see that um, whenever you invest into property, it will give you the best profit. Whenever you are investing into any kind of, what do you say, any kind of land, etc., again, very, very great. Whenever you are buying acreages, like acres of land, very, very good for you. The more and more you work towards real estate and a great vehicle, like great vehicles, even in the industry of vehicle, then it's very, very good. But this kind of a Rahu also makes very, very powerful healers, by the way. And why? This why is a very important thing. Why fourth house will make you a healer? Because it is exactly ninth from the eighth house. These people have so much gone through their life that counseling becomes one of the most amazing factors. And because of the power of counseling, you are able to even convince a rock that you can fly. That's why many people, I know a very nice Rahu in the fourth house, again a very regular watcher of the channel, and he will be commenting also below that, Akash bhai, I know you're talking about me, because he has this placement. I told him that there is nothing in this world that you cannot achieve. And yes, he's on the right path. He's going up. In fact, the girl, there's one very good girl from what do you say, San Ramon in California. She also, she has fourth house Rahu in exaltation in the sign of Taurus. And I told her, okay, forget about all this. She's an architect actually by profession, but not that architect who do what is a building work. She's a data architect or some IT architect. But I told her to get into real estate completely. I said, you have your green card, everything is sorted, you're married, there's no problem. Get into real estate and see the power. So she's giving her exam of real estate. So sometimes you need to understand the true potential of the planet that is sitting, like Rahu. If you even ignore for a minute Jupiter and Moon and Venus and Mercury, doesn't matter. But do not ignore Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. These are the givers in Kali Yuga. Jupiter is not a giver. Jupiter is giver of wisdom. Wisdom, we all are Gyani, we all have a lot of wisdom, but we want material wealth. Rahu will give you that material wealth. Rahu will give you that extravagant comfort. Rahu will give you that protection, that you feel that okay, if I have a good house, I am protected. That's good. Rahu is going to fulfill it for you. Anyways, All the very best. I hope this version 2 video is much more higher version of the first version. And virgin, I said version. So all the best. Do comment below. Let me know what do you think about it. There's a WhatsApp community that is there. You can join and you can discuss a lot of great things about astrology there. So it's there in the comments below. And I'm going to start. I'm starting the series now. Rahu in the first house. Then I'm doing Ketu in this 12 houses. Then I'm doing Sun, Jupiter, Venus, everything. So do comment, follow, subscribe. I don't know what all you want to do. Just do it so that we are all connected. All the best. Rahu in the fifth house. Now, obviously, with this fifth house, the amplification of Rahu, and we discussed about this in the last video, right? When I discussed Rahu in different houses. This is a version 2, a bigger version, a more powerful version, where I have also spoken to so many people. And in fact, in our community group, there's a link in the description. People have discussed about their Rahu placements. And this is all exactly what everyone has discussed, and that's where I'm coming to you. Rahu, wherever it sits, it is just like, an obsessive expansion or amplifier. It will amplify everything. If you bring fear in your creativity, it will amplify the fear for you. If you want to bring innovation in your creativity, it will amplify innovation here. If you want to bring deception in your romance, or you want to go bad in that area, it will make you more bad. So fifth house, remember, it is all about your real inner desire. Okay, this is what I want to manifest. And because of the Purva Punya Lik, if your karmic pattern is allowing, it has to manifest. But now, manifestation is two things. Either you say, oh, I'm so sad, I'm always worse, life is finished, I don't have anything. Rahu say, yes, you're desiring this, let's do this. But if you, same way, say I'm very creative, I'm very intelligent, I'm the best person in romance, my education is the best education, I will become a very powerful person in speculative gains, and Rahu will say that, okay, you know what, let's go, I will show you how you will become. So this fifth house is the house that works on your, we can say, aura, or we can say even your subconscious mind. The manifestation of your subconscious mind happens here. If you simply see from the 12th house, this is the 6th from the 12th. That means this is the workplace of your subconscious mind. From 12th, you count 1, 12, not 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 houses from 12. Whenever you count from houses, count like how you're counting money. You don't leave the first money and count from second, not 2, 3. No, you count the first money also. Same way, whenever you're counting from houses, you have to count like a month, like you're counting money. So from 12th, it is the 6th. That means it is the workplace of fear, workplace of subconscious mind, workplace of spirituality, workplace of moksha, workplace of foreign placements, workplace of behind the scenes ideas that actually come to you, and now what obstacles I need to overcome to move ahead and be creative in this is the fifth house. You are here and you will always want to desire to leave a very meaningful legacy so that the future generations can remember you. That is what ideology really with Rahu in the fifth house should be, and generally is for people. I asked people that with this fifth house Rahu and you're in Rahu mahadasha, what do you think? What do you want to do? He said, sir, I've made good money. I want to make something where, my children, their children will be very comfortable. So that means clearly you guys want to leave a legacy. Yeah. Legacy that, okay, I have created something. I want legacy to be created so that other generations can enjoy. That's the nature. You may see, and generally if you have Rahu in this placement, please, and if you're tech, then you're wasting your time. Look at the placement of Mercury. If Mercury is very, very great, and Rahu is also very great dignity, obviously with good things, we will see Rahu is in good dignity or not, then you're wasting time by doing a job, etc. You are an innovator, because here you will see recognition will not come because of you coming at 8 a.m. in the morning and going 5 on time. It is going to come through your talent, come through your risk-taking ability, come through your out-of-box thinking. Because if Rahu is in fifth house, then it is out of box thinking. All the actors, like generally actors, those who are writers, those who are creative performing artists, have Rahu here. And there is one very good nature of this Rahu, and that is of improvisation. Now you must see this. If you're giving a presentation and suddenly while giving a presentation you know what to say, but you have made a mistake, so you will be the one who will improvise it on the spot and make other people believe that yes, exactly, this was a creative angle, so that you could not, you know that, oh my god, what the hell did I do? But you will always try to take it around by showing that there is a creative aspect of it. It is not what how it works, it is creative. And you have to comment below and let me know this. This is absolutely 100% tried, tested, confirmed with so many people that you are so smart when it comes to manipulation, that live manipulation you can do and give tarka. Tarka means logic for it as well. You will see that your recognition will come from education. These are the people, if they get into education business or they become educators, you can bring revolution, and that's what will create legacy. That okay, you know what, I had a teacher, man, I'll tell you my stuff. I had a teacher called Jaha sir. He took an oath that I will never ever, without Sanskrit, I will never ever write anything in life. I will speak anything, but I will not write other than Sanskrit. So I'm just saying that these people remain in your head for the whole life because they have a certain pattern, they have a certain path to them which is unforgettable. This is also the placement where sometimes with this Rahu, your main mission till the time your children are born, it's no mission at all. But as soon as they are born, they come to this life, then you become a completely different, unknown, new, evolved personality. Because children and getting birth on this earth is very much connected to Rahu. It was the only desire of Rahu for humans to be born, so that he said that human will always choose materialism, and God says no, they will choose bhakti. Said okay, let's try. Said okay, let's try. Tha. And see, the whole world is going towards Rahu because it is very easy to come into an illusion, very difficult to accept the truth. This is a very good time, a very good placement for entertainers, those who are in performing arts, those who are entertainers. Very, very nice placement. You can go places with this placement. Those who are very crazily analytically connected to the stock and share market and even crypto. I have a very nice chart from what do you call, what is that place, man? Algeria, Algeria or something like that. I have a crypto multi-millionaire from there. He has Rahu in the fifth house. He said as soon as the Jupiter and Rahu period started, he said it was after COVID period, and he said I made immediate very big money in crypto, and I exited and the whole crypto got destroyed. So these kind of people can actually make some money in the most riskiest place possible through their intelligence. Visionaries who actually think very different and who are not convinced about their thinking is Rahu in the fifth house. So if that is the case, then see the dignity of Rahu, that who Rahu and Mercury, two things in your chart, if you see, and if they're making any combination, please shut your laptop, start a business, don't do a job. Obviously other details matter. I'm very excited to say this, but I have seen this. And if Rahu and Mercury are making any kind of combination, whatever you make in job in 6 months after you start a business, you'll make in one day. Now, while Rahu will make you visionary and everything very good, but there is also a problem of excessive risk taking, and risk taking in the for show off. Some people will take a risk because they want to show off that, okay, you know what, I can jump this cliff. Man, you have arthritis, you jump there because of the what do you say, the jhatka, I don't know what to say. and you will feel you will break your hands. But no, we want to take a risk. Emotional drama in romance, where you are constantly blocking someone, unblocking someone, fighting, unnecessarily fighting, all that kind of stuff. Or sometimes you also become very rebellious. Rebellious, in what reason? That you get obsessed about something that you're trying to prove. And you become so obsessed that sometimes you can even take any kind of political, unethical measure to get that done for you. I can go on and on and on and on and on. I have so much data in my head. But I think for this, with the third video I will make now, then more data is coming. So do comment below and let me know. Are you the person with creativity with no limits, or are you the rebellious type? Are you the person who believes in their past deeds and the actions that you have done in the past to get results? Or are you the one who is creating every opportunity every day? Are you taking speculative risks, or are you very, very safe? I want to know everything, because then obviously I get so much of data. Then I'll be able to, when I talk to people, I confirm, 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 confirm. Wherever Rahu sits, the nature of Rahu is to eclipse. With Rahu in the fifth house, there is also possibility that your children and your relationships are going to get eclipsed at certain point of time. There may be some kind of withdrawal also possible. Okay, all the very best. There is a WhatsApp community that is there. You should join that community, because in that community we are always talking about research and new placements and whatnot and so many things. So do put your two words there also, because you may learn great and new and powerful and amazing things. And there's a WhatsApp link in the description. If you want to share your chart with me and we want to discuss lots and lots of things, then you can ask my team and we can meet and we can discuss your chart and your questions and everything. I will answer how much ever I know. All the best. Thank you. And do subscribe, because if you have fifth house Rahu and not subscribing, then the speculative luck goes down. Just kidding, chill. Everything is going to be okay. But if you subscribe, my luck goes up, my channel, and hype the video. I just know that there is something called hype. So hype this video as well. Okay. Thank you. All the very best. And I will see you in the next video with some more. And I'm coming with Ketu and then Sun and then Moon and then Mercury, every planet with version 2. So please stay connected. All the best. Sixth house. Generally, so this is the version 2 of the video that I've made for Rahu in different houses, but this is going to give more clarity. And after research, after your comments, after talking to so many people, this is where I came in and I said, no, let's understand more depth. Now, while sixth house is the house that is, one of the most amazing places for Rahu to be, because the desire for Rahu here, after talking to all of you and so many people who has given this valuable feedback, is the desire is that by any means possible, victory has to happen of mine only. No one else can be victorious other than me. This house generally is the house of enemies and all health problems and whatnot. But extraordinary determination to overcome obstacles is the nature of Rahu. And for that, there is another point which we need to understand, that you can go to any extent of changing your, what do you say, attitude to win. Like basically you can wear masks, you can be unethical, you can actually lie, you can be very ethical at certain points of time, you can be one who will stand as an advocacy, doing advocacy for other people. But whatever happened, by hook or by crook, I have to win. Another great insight that I received from people talking about this Rahu placement is, and I've also seen with whenever Rahu is in the sixth house, everyone who has this placement will have, enemies in dozens. Like you will have enemies. Everyone becomes your enemy, and the reason here is that not because you are a bad person and I will become your enemy, because this Rahu will create such situations in your life where enemies have to come so that you can overcome the enemies. It is self-made situation of Rahu, so that it can show that I want to defeat competition. I want to become much more superior here. That's why you will always see with Rahu in the sixth house, enemies are going to be coming from every corner. Sometimes our family members are our enemies. Sometimes our friends. We know, and the good part about this Rahu is that it knows. It knows that okay, this is an enemy. Now, with the dignity of the Rahu, that if it is in good placement, it is in good aspect or whatnot, depends about the maturity. That do you know the enemy, and now you're using strategy to overcome those inimical or enemies, or you are using force, or you're using frustration, you're taking impulsive decision. That all depends on your personal chart. But sixth house Rahu means enemies are coming to your life. Now, there are 6 types of enemies. It's called Shataripus. We are not getting into it right now. But Lobha, that means jealousy. This Rahu also makes you kind of jealous. You may also become, not in a bad way, but you may become too ambitious, and other people getting a lot of success around you may not give you happiness. That is a general human tendency. But I have seen and I've spoken to many people who really want other people to progress. This kind of a Rahu in the sixth house has to create problem from childhood, by the way. Either Rahu Mahadasha is there or Rahu Mahadasha is not there. When it comes to sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, Rahu has to bring problem from childhood. It will not bring problem suddenly. You will be so used to problem that okay, this problem has come, after this ended, this came, now let me finish this. Because your whole life matter, your whole life work now is to solve problems and achieve that mastery through continuously solving problem in disciplined manner. That okay, one finished problem, okay, let's go, let's start another one. That's why when I was talking to my group of 10 people who have this Rahu in the sixth house, I got a very clear idea that 2 of them, actually 3 of them, belong to medical profession. Out of that, but I took random people. And medical profession wise, it is so important to see the nature of this, that one problem ends, another problem is coming, one problem ends, another problem is coming, one problem ends, because this Rahu wants to achieve mastery to solve problems. And because of the repeated stress that you have, because of the repeated environment of competition that you thrive only in such situations. If you go into a you may desire, "Yeah, I wish I was in a place where I was relaxing." But the point is that when you are in that place, you will not be like these kind of people generally cannot take vacations. In vacation also, they are just thinking that how some problem comes and I solve them. You All the people who spoke, only one person, because he has Rahu aspected by Mars, he said that I am scared of any kind of difficult situation. But other people said that very clearly, that the moment pressure comes, then we need a deadline. If there is no deadline, then we are not working. If there is a deadline, then we are working continuously, day and night, day in and day night. The more bigger the challenge, the more powerful Rahu will shine here. The more less problem, Rahu will not be able to give you very great results. Now, any of these industries that we talk about, generally medicine, law, military, business analytics, healing, or any kind of service oriented professional where you are B2C, business to consumer, this is that Rahu that gives you one of the most positive and amazing results. This Rahu is also going to be a masked warrior. Remember this, masked warrior. That means people may judge your personality in a very wrong manner. They will not be able to judge the right personality that you have. But this Rahu is masked. Once it removes the mask, it's going to like ruin everything. So those people who have Rahu in the sixth house, we should not take any kind of any kind of enmity with them, because once they remove their mask, they are going to just show that evilness. Till the time they are looking very happy and like God in a mask, like how Rahu was. Rahu was in a mask when he wanted to take the nectar, and he took the nectar. But when he showed his own face, finally everyone got angry, and Mohini Lavtara actually cut his head. But what is done is done. The promise of God with nectar of immortality gone into Rahu's mouth. He laughed and said, I am immortal. This is the placement from, this is an underdog placement of Rahu. That means at the beginning of life, you may be bullied, you may be even by your own family members. They will say that you are of no use, you'll not be able to achieve anything in life, you'll be a failure. But as time goes, you will see that obsession of improvement and obsession of success and your efficiency in any work that you do increases. And generally with sixth house is called the house of hard work as well, huh? Because it is the house of your workplace, it is the house of the workforce. Here, because Rahu is present, you will choose smart work over hard work. You will see that all your weaknesses, which you maybe like jealousy, humiliation, other people towards aggressive towards you, sometimes capability but lack of opportunity is not wrong. It is actually making you more stronger, because sometimes when it comes to any kind of, like for example, if I am very scared of a mafia, then I'm very vulnerable there. Mafia will not even do anything there. But if I show up, if I put up into front of him that, listen, I have some power, he may become angry, and his anger and your anger, then you test that what kind of power do you have to overcome this kind of an issue that is in front of you. So here the main purpose of making this video is understand what is your weakness and let that weakness, invite that weakness into your life. Invite it, like invite, say that I have weakness of swimming. Jump in the water, obviously with safety gear, but jump and try to get overcome that weakness, and then you will see a new horizon has started for you. So with sixth house Rahu, generally the very good point made by one of the doctor, he said that always in the morning I think that today God don't give me any, because he said I work in the ICU, like as soon as some accident happens, they come, sometimes the hand is in another person's hand and the body is in another person, so we have to take care of all this. Like sometimes I said, please don't give me that situation, don't give me such situation. And he said as soon as the situation comes, I do so well in that difficult situation that then I say, oh, good, it came and I was supposed to make my status very much felt here. That is the nature of this Rahu in the sixth house of your birth chart. Confidence will come always after failure. The more difficult situation, the more powerful Rahu in the sixth house. So please invite problems in your life. Don't invite calmness into your life. Otherwise, why this Rahu is there? Then Rahu should be in, what do you say, maybe first house, because that is calmness Rahu. Actually, Rahu cannot be calm anywhere as well. First house also is not. So no, wherever Rahu is, chaos is there. Practical wisdom, if you want to use, then check Rahu in the sixth house of people. They will be very, very practically wisdom oriented. And also, this is a Rahu which does not stop learning, because every minute is a new experience. Every time there's a new experience. Every time there's a new experience. So you keep on learning. It becomes such a big master that no one in this world can then win from you. Okay? All the best. There is a WhatsApp community link in the description. I also do classes of astrology there on YouTube. You can join membership and learn there. Every Sunday I upload a class. Mostly every Sunday. If not, then sometime Monday, Tuesday, depending on my travel plans. And if you want to check your chart with me, then there's a WhatsApp link in the description. You can go and check and enjoy and love and whatnot. Okay? All the best. Thank you. Moving to the obsessive Rahu in the seventh house. Now, we all know that seventh house is the house that is related to more of relationships and partnerships and networking and whatever X, Y, Z. If Rahu comes here, if you are not extrovert in your marriage, if you're not extrovert in your relationship, you will fail. As simple as that. When Rahu is in the seventh house, you need to be extrovert. You need to be a person who is, sorry to use the word, but showing off. I spoke to people with Rahu in the seventh house, many of them. I've been doing it for a very long time. The only reason of their marriage breaking up is attention. And sometimes you getting into extramarital affairs, that's a different thing. But attention is a very, very big factor. Here, Rahu achieves something, the glow finishes. Like I want to achieve the best girl, the best looking girl. This is my love of my life. I want to achieve, obsessed about them, going crazy, crazy. Like I want to achieve this best husband in my life, and this is everything I want to achieve. So you get that, and the glow finishes. The moment you got it, you say, I don't care now. Even if the woman or the man is the most handsome or the most beautiful girl in the world, the spark ended. For that, you need to always make sure that, how do I put it? Things should be unfinished here. Obsession should be unfinished. Save something for a very, very future. This is the real remedy. Huh? It is practical. See, we will put coal and in the water and whatnot. It will temporarily calm down Rahu. But really, to calm down Rahu here, there should be a motive towards your partner. If that motive ends, or if you achieve that motive too quickly, then the marriage, the business relationship, everything keeps suffering. This is also the place where Rahu becomes extremely opportunist and leeches on other people. So I'll give you a small example. I was speaking to someone who has Rahu in the seventh house. What example is that? That woman was much more successful than the men. The woman was a foreign citizen. The man was just normal. And the problem with that woman was that she was born and raised in US, and she's from Gujarati background, and the husband came from Gujarat in some place, and he came on the basis of marriage. Husband took an opportunity to get his green card, to get his passport, take all the money. He did not earn anything. They were very well to do and filed divorce. Now, what happened in such case is that the person who has Rahu in the seventh house, and the husband, no, the husband is Rahu in the seventh house. He used this girl so that he can take all the 50%. He did not love her. He just took an opportunity. That's why Rahu here, there is a nature of this Rahu with seventh house that you will seek growth through others and often attract sometimes unusual, foreign influential, sometimes highly ambitious partner or highly naive partner. See, where does trick or tricksters work? It works on naive people. So when Rahu is here, there may be possibility that people who have Rahu in the seventh house can go towards naive people and try to manipulate them. On the other hand, because Rahu is here, you need to understand ethically. Unless and until you take advantage or you try to associate yourself with other person's identity, you are not going to make it in this life. How did Rahu got nectar of immortality? He pretended to be God. If he were God in Asura get up, then did you think anything he would have gotten? No. Here also you have to pretend. I'm not saying unethically do anything, but I'm saying pretend and feel and believe. No one will tell all this truth to you, huh? Because everyone wants to sugarcoat. Everything is so good, and no, I'm trying to tell you the truth based on my research, because I've seen things happening. You must have, so obviously we don't want to cause any harm to other people. We don't want to cause any anything unethical to other people. But when it comes to winning, then Rahu will win in such way only. There is no other way of winning of Rahu. You will see that when it comes to Rahu here, your partner will be extremely ambitious to get you, and you are going to be extremely ambitious to get your partner's position. That's a very common thing of Rahu in the seventh house. In fact, you will see here that relationships become catalyst for profound transformation. There is only after relationship where you see that exactly what you want to be, like where you want to go. um, Rahu is also a shapeshifter. One of my cousin is Rahu's in the seventh house. Wife's Ketu is in the seventh house. What has happened there? The husband wanted to completely destroy the wife's identity, and the wife said, "Why the hell should I destroy you? You focus on your identity. I am focusing on my." And they separated. So egoistic approach, Digabala, directional strength of Rahu, happens in the seventh house. Seventh house is a place of extreme power of Rahu, and these people do not, we can say, do not bow down, or we can say, do not surrender very easily for other people. Now, if Rahu is in very great dignity, then obviously this becomes a place of proper person who will take shared responsibility, who will take the identity of the spouse also, and actually work in favor of the spouse, work in complete devotion to the spouse, devotion to the business partner. This is the power of Rahu in the seventh house. You will see that this placement can provide and make so many powerful diplomats, negotiators. Your main skill lies in negotiation. When it comes to negotiation, when it comes to actually proving the point that you are right, you may use any mask possible. All this Rahu is absolutely connected to public image, that how public perceives you, what is public thinking about you, how much public is thinking about you, how well public knows you, how are you in front of public, and how are you in your front in your own bedroom. That's why many people with Rahu in this placement, generally you will not even know that their business partnership or spousal relationship and agreement have fights or disputes. It will show that everything is so good, everything is so nice, everything is so beautiful. It does not show that there is any dispute at all. But inside there is a lot of things. So there are pretenders. Like Rahu in the seventh house can pretend outside that yes, we are so happy, we are so blessed together. But internally, you are not together. That's the mask of Rahu. This is also the placement from where, see, Ketu will come to the first house. So spirituality is a very high level. When Rahu comes to the seventh house, it is all about winning in arguments. Remember this. And by any means possible, you will try to prove that your argument is the right argument. Secondly, there is possibility of getting into legal troubles. If Rahu is in the seventh house, then generally I have seen that everyone will get into legal trouble. And the legal trouble that will come to their life, because Parashara writes very clearly, Kujavat Ketu, Shanivat Rahu. That means Rahu and Saturn behave like the same. In this situation, like if the problem comes in the period of Rahu, it will be continuously going on and on and on. There will be no closures. That happens when Rahu is in the seventh house. But now, when it comes to obsession and loyalty, I did a very great research of a honor killing person who has Rahu in the seventh house, who killed his daughter because she wanted to marry some unorthodox person. Now the obsession of the control of relationships that Rahu has here is very, very obsessive, very, very, what do you call, we cannot say it is committed, but we can say it is what do you say, it is obsessive only, we will say, right? Because of obsession, that okay, this my way or highway. With Rahu in the seventh house, it is very, very good for setting up mutual extravagant goals. So if your spouse says that I want to have a Ferrari, you say no, 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 we want to have a Rolls Royce. They're custom made. That's the kind of promises you need to make each other, that keeps you motivated. You will see that Rahu is not Rahu has no empathy at all. And seventh house is the house of empathy. Here, Rahu can become extremely rude. Also, sometimes in relationship, and that's why as astrologers look at your chart, they say Rahu in the seventh house. Are you okay in marriage? Everything going good? Because they don't know the other chart. And that's where the whole. And some people with Rahu in the seventh house, aspected by Jupiter, aspected by Moon, aspected by Venus, aspected by Mercury, are making such beautiful marriages that there is no problem at all. Rahu has to have some aspect of a benefit so that that little, what do you say, uh, little maturity, or we can say little loyalty, and the nature of shared success comes on surface of Rahu. Otherwise, this is the one of the most, uh, for me, amazing places for businessmen, because you are ruthless. You will do such great business, that you will create a balance between self and others. But on the other hand, you will be so good at negotiations that you are always going to win. Okay. All the very best. Thank you so much for watching. This is version 2. There is a version 1 also, where we have discussed very surface level things of Rahu in the 7th house. But I hope that you got more clarity. Don't take it in the negative way. Because see, we are talking about a master of illusion. And if we don't talk illusion in this house, then it is not true to itself. So that's why I told you the right and the wrong and the good and the bad and whatnot. So do comment below. Let me know, what do you think about this Rahu? If not, you can email me at acastrochannel@gmail.com, because many people don't share because they don't want their identity to be revealed. So you can just send it here. It's only between you and me. No, even my team now, Sam has access to this, but they don't open any mails. They're just checking payments, which payments came and whatnot. Anyways, there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments as well. And there is also a community group that I've created where you can do a lot of research about astrology. So get on. Okay. Now let's go to the Rahu in the 8th house. While you may think that Rahu in the 8th house is not a common placement, but it is a common placement. I have seen so many people who come and seek astrology only because Rahu is in the 8th house. And what do I tell you? Your Rahu is in the 8th house, my Rahu is also in the 8th house. Your Rahu is, what you say, your Rahu mahadasha is going on, my Rahu mahadasha is also going on. So imagine how much research I have done about this Rahu. I've gone crazy. Huh? Every book that is possible in this world, I have learned. In fact, no one must have learned Narada Purana, but I am learning that also to find something about Rahu. That how the hell do I control this unsettled desire of achieving everything? I want to achieve 10 things at a time and then cry. I was telling my very best friend today that I cried like a baby for at least 20 minutes. Honestly, it was like, it is getting so overwhelming. There is my work also. There are 2 apps that I'm creating. There is, I'm helping one app, creating one app. There is what you call one, the radio project that I'm working on. There is astrology project I'm working on. There is classes I'm working on. There is personal appointments I'm working on. After a point of time, I broke down in the afternoon today. And I said, done, man. I cannot do it anymore. I cried. So Rahu in the 8th house. I'm going to Rahu and Rahu mahadasha. Rahu mahadasha is going to bring you to such situations where you are just overwhelmingly done. But then it will give you the power to, because this is rebirth. It means that you have come to a cycle where you need to acknowledge and then get a rebirth done. So after that, my eyes are still a little bit of this. I am not afraid to say I cried. Why should I not? Men also cry, and older men also cries, and sometimes you feel there is an urge to unwind. You cannot tell to your spouse or anyone else because obviously they will start taking stress. So I said, Rolo. I went to the nice washroom. I cried, felt very nice, washed my face, did my appointment, and continued the video. Anyways, coming back. Sorry, today is a very overwhelming day. But coming back, when we talk about this Rahu in the 8th house, it is You have to unmask from within. You have to really not pretend who you are. See, when it comes to 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house, you have to do exactly what is opposite of Rahu's qualities. And when it comes to any different houses, you have to do exactly what is Rahu qualities. When it comes to the 8th house, who will you cheat? As simple as this. Who will you cheat? What is the question? 8th house is the house of vulnerability. That means you have to remove the mask from your vulnerabilities. And what is making you vulnerable? Where are you vulnerable? What is making you unhappy, or what is making you, what we can say, what is transforming you? How do you want to transform? With Rahu in the 8th house, addiction becomes a very, very big problem. And the addiction is so supreme here that I can't explain. Like I have gone through it. Still in some patches I go through it. It is possible that you will suddenly get into addiction. Does not mean that only substance abuse we are doing. There can be so many ways to see addiction. Some are addicted to phone now. Some are addicted to reading. Some are addicted to stupidity. Some are addicted to occult. Some are addicted to work. Some are addicted to, again, alcohol, drugs, psychedelic things. Because the 8th house is your psychology. 9th house is psychological learning. But 8th house is psychology at it. That what taboos you're going to break. It is the house, like I have a very nice client of mine who works in the adult industry. She has an 8th house Rahu. Now, if 8th house Rahu is there and she broken a taboo, right? She's from Middle East, but she's now working in the adult industry. Now just imagine the courage that it must have taken for her to be brought upbringing in a very orthodox way and suddenly getting into a very, very powerful, dominating extrovert industry. This Rahu has the power to give you that ability to break through any kind of taboos. So such people are the people who actually uncover the mask within. That what am I trying to hide? I am not this person. I want to just not unhide that mask and become actual true. What I am is what I want to be seen as. And obviously, with Rahu being a planet of occultism, Rahu and Ketu are planet of occultism. And do not take Jupiter is a planet of wisdom. Venus is a planet of tantric wisdom, because it is the gurus of asuras. So they used to do tantric sadhana. Jupiter is the planet of wisdom of gods. It is related to rituals. It is related to Vedic rituals for positive things. But for asuras, for Shukra, for Rahu, for all these people, their all practices, tantric practices, was to achieve great powers. So Jupiter's energy is to achieve great wisdom or do acknowledgement towards gods. They were asking from God that, listen, you have this power, I want your power. That's why this Rahu actually wants your other people's power here. You want power of astrology, occult. That's why you are researchers. Anyone who is Rahu in the 8th house and watching this video, you are obsessed about astrology. Otherwise, you will not come here to watch this. You will see that you are going to be so much interested in other people's knowledge that you will keep digging deeper. Even if you know the subject, you will keep digging on deeper. That's how it's supposed to be. Finances, hidden finances is a very important factor of Rahu. In hidden and forgotten finances. Forgotten finances is a part of Rahu in the 8th house. I will tell you a small story. I came to India for some while right now, and I just saw my old phone and I was just checking through my papers and everything. I got one app. Very long ago, I invested some mutual fund, some 50,000 rupees. I forgot that I have that money. Today, that money has become 130,000 rupees. So not even $100,000. But the thing is, forgotten money. I found it and then finally claimed it back. That's the nature of Rahu. So Rahu will make you, you know, get you involved into such deep things, and one after the other, one after the other. Life often will unfold through turning points that reshape your identity and purpose. I started as a musician. I wanted to become a music director. Life made me a video editor. I wanted to be a video editor. Video editor I did. Became a graphic designer. Graphic designer I became. Then it made me a director. Then I got a director. I started directing TVs and all in Bollywood. Then it brought me to another thing. Astrology is a constant thing because it is a lineage thing. It has been going on for a very long time. But the point is that it is constantly evolving. And these turning points will reshape your, what you say, identity and purpose. And you have to constantly keep on dying in certain place and getting rebirth somewhere, dying in certain place, getting rebirth somewhere. Because if you don't do the cycle of death and rebirth in this lifetime, then your Rahu is waste here. It's of no use. Then you have to always know that there is an end point to it, and I'm going to begin something new. This placement also gives you exceptional investigating abilities. That's why forensic people, that's why people who work or walk in the dark, that's why people who are working in very, very isolated environments where a normal person will fear. Imagine you living into a place where it is all dark. There is coyotes, there are foxes, there is all kind of wild animals, and you have four dogs and you're taking them on a walk in pitch black dark. Do you need courage or no? That is the kind of courage that you have when Rahu's in the eighth house. That you go pitch dark. You don't have any fear of anyone. But psychologically, there may be fear of people. There may be fear of you being watched. There may be fear of people around you trying to, you know, trying to look at you, try to read you, try to understand you, trying to get into your life, want to know more and more things about you. But this Rahu wants to be absolutely secretive. You will always have remember this one liner which I have spoken to someone who has Rahu in the eighth, or actually I've spoken to like thousands who have Rahu in the eighth house, because this is an obsessive topic for me also. You will always explore what other people are fearing. So those people who's fearing to enter into a field, and they say that no, this looks risky, you are the person who will get into that and say, okay, let me check the risk. What is the risk? I'm sorry, I go very overboard when it comes to Rahu in the eighth house because it is my placement as well. Just please forgive me. Don't try to judge me over my own placement and whatnot. But this is a version 2. I already did that. It is insurance house, this house. That is not what we want. We want to get into more depth, psychological depth of Rahu in the eighth house. It is the place where you get sudden unexpected inheritance, sudden unexpected equities, sudden unexpected offers. And now the risk is yours. You take it, you leave it. It depends absolutely on your subconscious and your maybe subconscious fear. When it comes to addiction here, take the mask out and telling you, say, yes, I am addicted. I want help. I'm addicted. I don't try to hide it. If you try to hide 8th house things, Rahu will become much more aggressive and evil for you. So when it comes to 8th house, you have to remove the mask here, not wear a mask. Say, if there is this problem, I spoke to so many people. There are people who say with Rahu in the 8th house, we went out of marriage. Yes, we went. We did this. We did something wrong. We did some sin. Why not? Accept it. The moment you accept, your Rahu becomes relaxed. That okay, fine. I don't have to obsess about it anymore, or get fear about fear in your heart about it. So express to yourself. Okay. I'm sorry, I can go on and on and on for Rahu in the 8th house, but I will want to stop here to make sure that other people also get some chance, and I have some energy left after my crying today. So, and I want to have nice dinner with some nice drink, maybe a diet coke. All the best. Have a great time. Do subscribe. Your fellow Rahu with 8,000. If you don't support me, then though your Rahu is going to come and haunt you. Huh? That you are not supporting someone who's your kind, someone who's coming from the same powerful placement like you. How will you answer this question to Rahu? I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Enjoy. All the very best. Have a great time. There's a WhatsApp community link in the description where you can actually join a community where we do research, lot of research. And there is also WhatsApp link for personal appointments. And those who want to share their experience but not reveal their name, I know obviously sometimes, yeah, you can email me. I will check there. I will read your, what do you say, research there. So thank you so much for it. Thank you. Ninth house. Obviously, why is ninth house considered one of the most difficult placements for Rahu? Because now you have brought a very deep, very powerful demon to the house of ethics. As soon as a demon or a negative entity comes to the house of ethics, how can it be ethical? It cannot be ethical. Here, there are two extremes that I have seen. My wife has this placement. Okay, I have not seen any person who's much more ethical than my wife, like absolutely. Now, not only Rahu plays a role, but the nakshatras also play a role. Here, either you're in Jupiter's nakshatra, you're in Saturn's nakshatra, Jupiter's nakshatra, or you're in Mercury's nakshatra. It makes a difference. That how and what evolution does Rahu want? Now, in many cases here, I have seen and very easily to be seen that these people, and this is version 2, the version 1 I've done, which is about dharma and this, that, whatnot, all the surface level, but this is more advanced. Now here, generally people will come who will have a very big psychological shift in their lifetime. And that psychological shift will change the identity of your religion, of your religious beliefs, of your religious acceptance, and of your, we can say, philosophy. It will remove the mask from those things which are actually sounding or looking very stupid to you, or which have been forced on you. Many a time people force, no, we have to do this ritual. There's no logic behind it, but people force, no, do this because this is a part of our culture, our community, this, that, whatnot. This Rahu comes and removes that mask so that you can see the truth. And that's why it fuels on an insatiable quest for wisdom. You will question tradition. You will be the one who will be asking 10,000 questions. Or why it is like this? Why am I doing this? Because you are coming here to seek more truth through direct experience. What is written, I know, very nice, very good written in the book. You call this holy book, I respect it. But now I want to go more deeper into what I feel is correct. That's why if Rahu Mahadasha comes for those people who have 9th house Rahu now, they will change their, they will, if they're in the right religion, why would they change? But sometimes in certain places where there is a lot of orthodox behavior, they will change it. They'll say, okay, we don't care, change it. You may also see that this is a place where Rahu goes into Marana Karaka Sthana, death-like state. Which means that let the world put as much as illusion on you, you are still protected. At the last point, there will be a hand that will come and pick you up and just put you out in safety. You will be as close as, an atom to danger. But there will be a force which will come and save you. Because Rahu has lost its dignity here. Marana Karakasthana. Now, when Rahu is not able to achieve that illusion, what does it do? It actually creates kind of global thinkers, extremely out of the box teachers. Some people who have a very different way of teaching, very different way of mindset, very different way of research, and sometimes even very powerful spiritual innovators. These people talk on logic. They are the one, tarka. logic becomes one of the most important aspect of their life. Spiritual innovators, spiritual preachers, spiritual teachers, healers, trauma healers, psychologists, professional psychology therapists. Everything is related to Rahu in the ninth house. These are the people who can read. Like I spoke to people who have Rahu in the ninth house. These people are so well versed with negative aura because life has always shown them negative aura first before their luck is supposed to come and save them. So they're so well known with negative aura that as soon as they come across people with negative aura, they know that, my God, I am into mess right now. I need to just deviate from this direction and move somewhere else. This is why many people with ninth house Rahu cannot become too, what do you say, too चालाक को क्या बोलते हैं, too cunning. You will not be able to, because the element of cunningness is already dead. Here the element of exposure of what do you say, exploring the truth really matters. Here here what matters is that you can be a guru only if I accept you as my guru. You cannot be a guru because you're sitting on this position right now. To be very honest, that's why many people with Rahu in the ninth house does not have very good relationship with their father, mentor, teachers, bosses, because they say, okay, good, very good, you are my father, very good, you are my guru, very good, but I have not still accepted that you are my guru because that conviction is not there. If this Rahu is there and by chance in the nakshatra of Jupiter, by any chance in any nakshatra of Jupiter, please do publishing. You will do such, your legacy is going to live for generations and generations to come. If Rahu is in the nakshatra of Mercury, then do business. Your business and your leadership is going to be talked on for generations and generations and generations. If Rahu here is in the nakshatra of Surya, then go for government related elements, government, any kind of government or diplomatic. If Venus is also there, diplomatic related, say mindset, because you are going to be a counselor. If it is in Saturn's nakshatra, then go and become a judge, become a law, get into judicial system. You will see the power. If it is in the nakshatra of Moon, Chandra nakshatra, then go and become a healer, become a medical professional. And why I am saying all this, ninth house is why it is supposed to do with your career, because this is the place where you choose higher education. And when your intelligence or when your higher intelligence has Rahu in that nakshatra, that means Rahu is going to give you or churn and remove the mask from that element of your life, and you are going to be so clear in understanding that, okay, yes, exactly, this I see, this I understand it, I feel it, I want it, and I will make it happens with Rahu in this place. You are going to be global thinker. Huh? That means someone who does not think about very small community, thinks about a very, very large movement. So don't consider Rahu a small person who will say here and come, you will disrespect teacher, you will do this. No, it has greater meaning. Rahu and Ketu, unless and until we see their nakshatra and we see their sign, because they are shapeshifters. Shapeshifter means wherever they will go, they will, they will, like, they are what, like water. If you put it in a glass, it will be shaped like a glass. If you put it in a bowl, it will be shaped like a bowl. So that's for Rahu and Ketu is. So it depends on what place, what nakshatra it is, and that will give you the real clarity about Rahu. But this is the higher level of, what you say, research, which actually may answer a lot of your questions and why you are like this. It's not because of anything else. It's because of Rahu has now taken destiny in its hands, and it will work according to its principles. Only problem, because of the power of the house of ethics, Rahu's unethical measure will or methods will not work here. And that is something that we need to be careful about. Okay. All the very best. Have a great, beautiful time. Do comment below. Let me know what do you think about your Rahu in this house, in ninth house. And I want more and more pointers. Guys, you don't understand that how much I'm obsessed about this topic. Please give more and more and more and more and more and more research points. Ask about your charts. If you don't want to reveal your name here, I know many great people follow me. So reveal name. Obviously, you're public figures. You don't want to say everything in public. Write on email. Nah? That is 100% between you and me. So I would like to hear from you. Okay. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description if you want to discuss your birth chart with me. So this is the number 403493118. There is no other number. And email also you can do. And I will see you in the next video. Do subscribe. All my wives, not wives, my wife has Rahu in the ninth house, but all my wife-like friends and my sisters and my brothers and their parents and my parents, everyone subscribe. All the best. Take care. 10th house. Now, while I did this video, Rahu in different houses, in the version 1, this is version 2, we're getting more deeper into it on the area of mask and on the area of obsession of Rahu. Now, 10th house creates one of the strongest ambition for career, success, public recognition, authority, influence. That's what we discussed in the last run, and leaving that mark on the society and whatnot. But here, you are not the person who is going to settle for anything less. I have people with Rahu in the 10th house, and their first thing, their first element for me to say, to share is that, listen, I want to be a person who will be having 100 million, 200 million, 500 million. I want to do a startup. I want to become something this powerful. I want to become someone this amazing. I want to be a person who may leave legacy. I want to turn tides. I want to make a very big difference in the society. That's what your Rahu says, that in the 10th house. And look at a very famous personality, Donald Trump. His Rahu is the 10th house, exalted. Look at the kind of influence, authority, public recognition that that person has got. It is going to leave a long last mark on society, either in a good way, either in a bad way, however you perceive it. That's society's choice. But it actually did extrovert behavior here. You are not going to get settled if you work under people. And it does not mean that there are 10 million people and more than 5 million people will have Rahu in the 10th house. Everyone will start a business. That's not how it works. It only works in a way that your comfort will be more on higher authoritative positions, because you do not want to be seen as a subcaste, as a associate. You want to be seen as a leader. When I was speaking to people with Rahu in the 10th house in my research seminar, I heard them. They said very clearly that, sir, even if I am at a lower position, I want to be head of that lower position's department. If I'm a clerk, I want to be a head of the clerk. If I am a manager, I want to be head of all the managers. If I want to be a senior vice president, I want to other junior vice president to report to me. So in any case, in any layer, I want to be on the top. So that's why when it comes to astrologers telling you Rahu will make you a powerful person here, you can go into politics and all stupidity. That's not how it works. It means that whichever layer you are in, you want to be at the top there. You can have bosses above you. That's how the whole world works. But in that, you want control. Entrepreneurship here. Like, because Rahu does not want to do karma with getting orders from other people. Or if it does that way, then it will put a mask and it will do a lot of people's pleasing here. That, okay, you know what, boss, you are the best. That is the nature of Rahu. That's the nature of the demon. That's what he did. He created a mask on his face. He went to the time of nectar distribution, and he had it by putting a mask. So such people in life can also put a mask on them to achieve success, and that's an unethical route sometimes. There where come the word politics. Politics does not mean you're going in the government and politics. Politics also means that you are trying to create a political environment around you so that you can benefit out of it. you will see that you are not going to settle for less. Settle for less is a very, very short or small or very demeaning word for Rahu in the 10th house. Your your excellence is supposed to be building a legacy, and that's what you have come here to. So in whatever case you are going to, like, you are the kind of a person, if you leave a company, they will talk about you that, you know what, there was a person, his name was Rajesh, and he left this company, he quit this company, he went to a different company, and now we miss him because what kind of leadership he was in, what kind of innovations he had at that point of time. So you will be remembered even if you're gone. That's why with Rahu in the 10th house, the confidence goes seventh sky. You have to make sure that you remove the mask from your own side. That am I capable? Am I going to be doing this? Am I going to achieve this and whatnot? No. You have to understand that here, you have to first remove the mask from your own self that you are capable, or you are 100% capable. If this Rahu is not capable in the 10th house, then I think there is no use. Just leave everything and just take some sannyas or something like that. If you're not chasing power, then if it has not happened also, Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha has come and still not happening, then there is some other different problem in your birth chart, then you don't have the spark to have progress. That means now your ambition is fulfilled, you just retire. This is a place where innovation, technology, out of box thinking in technology, futuristic approach towards profession. Like, I don't want to name, but I have my boss. He watches my videos, so he would know. He has Rahu in the 10th house. In 2012, 12 or 13, I think 13 is when the digital revolution was happening. He used to work on Zoom at that point of time, not even like now. At such an early time, he was a futuristic person. He used to know what future is actually holding for us. Generally, people with Rahu in the 10,000, while speaking to everyone and understanding their point of view, the only biggest challenge that I see with people here is there is no long-term goal that you want to achieve. You want to always achieve something right now and get everything full now only, like now. Like, I want like everything like now, gulp it. No. Then you are going to be in failure. Look at Donald Trump. He won the first election, lost the second, but he did not do anything. Like, he did not give up. He worked very hard long term for the next 4 years to make sure that how he is going to get into the another election and win. So when it is a time when your time is not in your favor, when you're not in power, that does not mean that you are not working. You are working on strategy. And that is what, the mastery of Rahu is strategy. If you have Rahu in the place in the 10th house, and if you are not thriving or not, desiring, first of all, thriving in taking up challenges, like take challenges to thrive. One thing that is important. I hope I framed it very well. I'm not from English. I studied English, but I'm not that well versed with English. So I was trying to learn. If you don't have the desire to make it, thrive in difficult conditions, then you should quit now only. You should not work for. Then it's no use. You should be making at least 1,000 people your enemies every month if you want to have success with Rahu in the 10th house. Everyone who I spoke to, and so many people I speak to, I have seen and I have realized and I have found that when you get into a dispute, into a fight, into an enmity, that is where the real success comes. Before that, everything is so mundane. But as soon as you start fighting, you start having challenges, suddenly this Rahu says, oh, it's time for me to do innovation. I'm going to think out of the box, solve this problem, and become a powerful person. So the mantra is remove the mask from something that you think is not your ability. Because if Rahu is in the 10th house, then everything is your ability. Everything means every damn thing in this world is your ability. And if there is something that you are saying that is not my ability, then that's an escapism route. That means you're not serious in life to achieve something. Every industry that is shaping other people's future is Rahu's industry. Every industry that is putting you into illusion, like AI. What is the final outcome of AI? Softwares will become okay. You will be able to code, and what next? After that, what can it make? Can it do farming? Can it create real crops? Can it produce seeds from the computer? It cannot do that. So that illusion will also fade away. But what is next now is what you need to work on with this Rahu in the 10th house. Okay. All the very best. Do comment below. Let me know more and more and more and more pointers so that the next time I make a video, I have beautiful research for all of you. Okay. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments as well. You can just WhatsApp that and you'll come here. There is a sorry. I was supposed to sneeze, but everything happened so quick that sneeze did not come. And those who want to join the WhatsApp community, we do research every day, regulated research. So you can do that also. Okay. All the best. Do comment below, please. And those who don't want to comment below, want to hide your identity, because I see some very, very nice names here who are there on the channel. Email me. In the email, we can say that yes, I can reply you about it. Okay. All the very best. Take care. Great time. 11th house. The house of desires and the house of kama. Kama means desire. Anything that you have manokamana, kama, desire. Okay, kama doesn't mean kama sutra. That is a desire of the body for sex. But kama, manokamana, the wishes of the heart, is the 11th house. So even if you see a Rishi Munis, now you should write a small, like the house of like 11th house is manokamana. That means the kamna of your heart. Now here, Rahu in the 11th house, it obviously wherever it sits, it amplifies, and this is the best place for Rahu to perform because it wants to amplify your social presence, your gains, your income, your networks, your friendships, innovations, long-term aspirations, like something just yes, man, I want to by the end of this time I will become this. That long-term aspiration is Rahu. Now, if you see, and when I was talking to people, we know this is the network of friends and whatnot, and all that things is there, the surface level. If you want to know that go on the first video that I've created, Rahu in different houses. But here, if you see, this is the time when Rahu not only talks about friendships and whatnot, it talks about innovation that you have created, innovation that you have done to achieve real lifetime gains. You will see that the dreams on massive scale, you will not see dreams like I will achieve this. You will see I will achieve a private jet, that kind of a dream. But to make it reality, you will have to work very hard for it. And we'll have to see other factors also. Dream, so I am dreaming I will sit on Mars one day, and from there I will make a video when Elon Musk makes that space station there. I am dreaming of that. Why not? But I'm saying that we have to be in realistic dreams. Rahu has the ability to create khayali pulao. That means just nice steamed good rice with saffron and everything, but it is all in your illusion. Nothing is real. So here, with this placement of Rahu, you can expect that dreams are very big, but for making them come true, where is the effort? And for that, this Rahu can keep seeking on opportunities on and on and on and on and on. But the problem here, which everyone is facing, who I spoke to and who I'm speaking to, is that life will bring you towards shortcuts. You may want to go through a shortcut. You may not want to go through a long stuff. You may want to shortcut. You may want to have quick things in life. And that's not how it works. I have a very nice friend. A very nice friend means very nice friend from my college days. I know him. Still, I am doing one trading, one builder is supposed to invest 500 crores, one I'm doing this, I will get this commission. Never ever made anything. Always asking for money from everyone. Never made. Because Rahu in the 11th house, the dreams are very big that once I get this, the money has not even come and he will say, what is the cost of house in Canada? Can I buy there? I said, how much do you have? But then, "Nee, my money is going to come in 3 months. That's the kind of Rahu we have in the 11th house. You will see that to expand these dreams, to expand this influence, you will see you'll have to get into communities, into organizations, into social platforms. You have to go very extrovert. Like 11th house is the house of digital platforms. Anything that is Instagram, YouTube, anything. And just imagine why you have to ask questions to yourself, logically questions, because no astrologer will be able to answer you. Ask them why 11th house is the house of what do you say, social media. It is because social media has a goal to achieve. You want followers, you want people, you say, oh, I got, like I am saying that please follow, please subscribe. Why? Because I want to reach 100,000. There is a goal I want to achieve. And that goal is very much seen in social media. You upload a photo on Facebook and see that, oh, 350 likes, nice. I thought 200 will like, 350 likes, nice. Your goal has achieved. That's why when we talk about 11th house, it is the house of social media, because that is where unrealistic goals are also achieved. If you want to have Rahu give you best results, you have to get into tech savvy social platforms or social business. Success will often come through masses, through large audiences, because I have seen that with people, I was talking to people and they said, unless and until I was working for this XYZ company, nothing happened. I went to Meta. Now I have a very big portfolio because he went to a massy company. So you need to be at the top, be at the cream. If you're in technology, and if by chance Rahu is sitting here in the 11th house in any nakshatra of Mercury, then leave everything and just get into tech business. Like business means proper business. Like start a company. Don't leave your job, sorry, but leave everything aside, like all your other plans, and start a tech company and see the power that you get from Rahu here. This is also the place where a very big political movement can give you money. I don't want to name someone, but there's a very big controversy going on. I saw his chart, who that person is in India. He created a very big controversy, and the whole youth and everything got behind him. He has Rahu in the 11th house. He made super money from what do you say, social platforms, from organization, from communities. You go and check the chart of Mr. Narendra Modi. He has Rahu in the 11th house. Where did his massive scale happen on digital? So when it comes to the 11th house, you have to see that with current age, we need to become tech savvy. If there is something which is holding you back, and that is tech only, you need to be out there. You need to remove the mask of introvertness. You have to put the mask of extrovertness here. If you are not extrovert, then people will come to you. Don't you think that people will below you? You guys only will write, he's rubbish. What he's talking, he has no sense. Once someone was writing, this bald guy is should be in IT. Why is he in astrology? One person wrote about me that everything that you speak is so rubbish, and they're still watching, huh? So I'm like, okay. Many people write good things also. So I'm on the positive side, but how can you change people, right? You can just change yourself and start accepting. That's what I have done. But here you need to be able to even take criticism and evolve over it. What if someone is saying right, but yes, you are stupid? Work on yourself. Say that, yeah, I'm stupid. Let me work more hard and come up with a much more innovative, much more out of the box ideas, so people actually give value to us. And that's where, see, Ma Saraswati and Ma Lakshmi are connected. Ma Saraswati is there with you. You have knowledge, money will come. You have no knowledge, money will not come. And Rahu is obsessed about money in the 11th house. So please start learning technical knowledge and see. Even if you're a small teacher in a school, learn technical knowledge. Maybe you start online classes and that will be a super hit thing. And tomorrow you say, my God, I have studied only this much of how to use and make video and upload. And now today I am doing very well. So innovate, explore yourself, bring things out of you. Nikalo bahar, like get it out. Start doing it. Okay. All the very best. Have a great, beautiful time. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments if you want to talk one-on-one with me about your birth chart and whatnot. And there's an email, acastrochannel@gmail.com, where you can email. And if you want to hide your identity, many people email me that please, I did not want to comment on YouTube. What if my wife looks at it? I don't want to comment on YouTube because I am a public figure. And if someone, but I'm in distress, why not? Absolutely. मैं मतलब I will get 2 cents only from you, and I will get some nice information. So I want research. I don't say my Rahu in the 11th house. What do I do? And give birth details. No, no, no. You say what Rahu has done to you and what you're not able to achieve. Okay. All the best. Thank you, and do subscribe because see, I told you this is the house of goals. If you don't let my goals get complete, how will your goals get complete? 100,000 जिस दिन हो गया ना, उसके बाद I am not saying anyone. Like after 100,000, I will say, no, don't subscribe. That's what I would say. Anyways, all the very best. Have a great time. Let's now move to the Rahu in the 12th house of your horoscope. This is bad addiction, huh? Once you take this Vicks inhaler, you feel so nice and you want to keep on taking it. Like cocaine. Anyways, some memory came back. Rahu in the 12th house. So 12th house is house of isolation. Okay. 12th house is the house of surrender. And 12th house is a Dushtana, which is very, very great place for Rahu. While it is an excellent place for Ketu, but still Rahu can give you very great results in the 12th house. Now, here I see that it is house of foreign country and meditation and dream and spirituality and whatnot. But something that we need to understand with this Rahu here, Rahu is a forest dweller. Forest dweller does not mean that you go to a forest and start living. It means that places which are very not seen by people, like it will take you into a powerful attraction towards the unseen world. It will take you towards exploring or staying or adapting to a culture which is very unseen, very unheard, very unfamiliar. That's what Rahu does. And that's what I have got with advanced research on Rahu, that what else is doing to other people. It is the planet that will take you into hidden dimensions of not only your life, but other people's life also. You may see someone and figure out, or we can say immediately understand what that person's dimension, what kind of dimension that person is going through or coming through. That's why these kind of people are very good psychics. And I spoke to Rahu in the 12th house, 3 people. One was Reiki teacher, one was psychic, and one was what you call psychology. So kya hote jo physical brain therapy, psychology. So if in 10 people, random people, if I choose and if I talk to them, and if there are 3 such people, that means you understand that there is a great possibility of healing here, because you are going towards unseen world. That's what Rahu wants. That's the kick of Rahu here. It wants to go into unseen world that has not been explored, and explore and decode. Remember this importantly. It will get into that subconscious mind. It will decode something for you. You will search for experiences that are beyond reality. Something where the whole world does not believe is where you start believing in things where it is going to be extremely alien for the whole world. You will see that while you may not be very much comfortable, because I saw with these kind of people around the 12th house, they said that it is, and then I talked to so many people in my appointments and whatnot. So it's not like only I spoke to these 10 people I'm making this video, but I read so many of your comments in the past video. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my seat. So many comments in the past video which talks about your horoscopes and your submissions down, and you can go and see the Rahu in the other video. Actually, I will pin it in this, so you can go and see the other video as well. How evolved this video is and how was that video. You will see that You often feel drawn to other people's unexplored mindset areas. And that is why this kind of people become the very powerful researchers in this world. They are the one who can become very good counselors, researchers. You can read a person's subconscious mind. Your dreams are going to give you so much of data. That's why with Rahu in the 12th house, dream journaling. And many of the people with Rahu in the 12th house, I speak and they do dream journaling now. And they have seen a pattern. They say, I see my grandfather eating banana. Then I see banana falling on the ground. Then I see something, example, like going on and on and on. So there is a link between everything. Either the ground remains the same, either the banana remains the same in some cases, either there is possibility of seeing same dream pattern and getting up at the same point where that dream is. You're not able to complete the dream. That's what Rahu does in the 12th house. If you work more harder and become more conscious, then I trained them that you have to become more conscious. And at that point of time, when you're seeing the dream, you have to keep reminding your subconscious mind. In fact, now also keep reminding the subconscious mind that, I don't want to withdraw. I don't want to withdraw. I don't want to withdraw. I want to see the final. I want to see the final. You have to train yourself. I don't want to withdraw. I will not get up. I'm already awake. I'm seeing this. You have to do all this. When it comes to Rahu in the 12th house, it will give you mystical knowledge, healing, or produce extraordinary spiritual researchers, global visionaries, someone who has their power and their, how do you say, command over global side. Like they will be the one who may be sitting in China, but maybe connected to someone in Antarctica, Alaska also, example, that way. When it comes to hospitals, when it comes to charities, when it comes to behind the scenes work, when it comes to direction, writing. The 12th house is a very important house of writing. And Rahu is an amazing, amazing fiction writer. With third house and 10th from the third house becomes your 12th house. So this becomes a place of writing for you. This is the place that, your ego completely dies. And the mask that you need to bring off your face is that, obviously Rahu cannot surrender. The mask that you have to bring is that I cannot surrender at this point of time. I needed to continue. I needed to reach the final destination. Because many people with Rahu in the 12th house generally leave things in midway. Like they will start something, they will not finish it. That is a pattern of Rahu here. Rahu is half, right? Rahu is half. It is only half side. Ketu is half. So here, your subconscious mind thinks something, you start doing something, and then in half you are getting cut from it. That's what, once you have the power to complete and finish things here, then you have got the reality. You have to also see that you will only prosper in places which are very uncomfortable and unknown. The moment you will start getting very comfortable in the place which was unknown earlier, you will start failing there. Then you have to constantly keep moving to different places, because the more uncertain place, the more powerful transformation you have. The more uncertain place, the more prosperity you have, because Rahu's element is active. It took you to one uncertain place, and 5 years later you became very comfortable. You said, no, growth is not happening, let me go to another place. Just imagine, this world is so big, you have a very small life, and we all think that we will settle in one place and live our life in one place and be happy. Why? So many cultures, so many landscapes, so many weathers, so many food to explore. Why are we just so stuck? Including me. Nowadays I've started traveling from this place to that place and whatnot, so that I explore everything. But why are we so stuck? What are we are all going to die only, and this is the house of death. Finally, okay, let's cut the cord and let's go out of this universe. So here you need to train yourself not to leave things in midway, and go, obsessive towards research, obsessive towards places of different, what you call, places of unseen world. That's what I have got out of it. We can keep saying that this is the house of sleep and psychology and spiritual retreat and compassion and whatever it is. No, but on a mindset level, if you're not trained, then what will you do in a spiritual retreat? If you're not going to explore something there, then what are you going to do in a spiritual retreat? What are you going to do with your dreams if you're not consciously exploring a dream which is trying to tell you something very, very out of this world? That's what you need to focus on. And then once you focus, you will see the pure purpose behind this material world, and finally get ultimate liberation. That thank you so much. I thought I understood, and I like the world. Thank you. I see you next time, if needed. Okay. I will also see you next time, but it is needed. All the very best. Do comment below. Let me know what do you think about it. Those who do not want to comment and write their identity and what all, you can email at acastrochannel@gmail.com. There's a WhatsApp 403-493-1188 WhatsApp here. I'm all ears. I'm all yours. And do subscribe. Because if you don't subscribe, I feel a little bit of bad, man, that I've worked so hard. No one is giving me any not respect. I don't want respect from anyone, but no one is giving me acknowledgement. And then I also will say, like how other people say, I do so much of hard work, no one gives me any acknowledgement. Anyways, all the very best. Have a great time. Till the time we meet again, I would like to wish you Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Lakshmi, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.